Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours. I am going to do another makeup tutorial today, and I'm going to feature a product that you may not have heard about. I found it when I was traveling in Norway this year. Now, I like to travel, it's one of my passions, and every time I go somewhere, I try to find a makeup line that is local, to the country. It's the kind of makeup that the person in that country would wear, and also try to find affordable products that I can then come back and show you, and you can find for yourselves if you like. Now, when I was traveling in Sweden last year, I came across a company called Lindex, and they're a women's shop. They sell women's clothing, all kinds of things from lingerie to to coats and everything in between, and really nice clothes, very affordable. It's a fun shop. It's really, I would say, in a way designed for the younger generation, a bit like H&M or Target. Might be in your country, but the clothes are actually, you can wear them at any age. I mean, the fabrics are good, and it's a good quality store. So when I got to Norway, I saw that they now have a beauty line of makeup, and it was really fun. I went in to the shop and sat down with a young rep. She was about maybe 18, 19 years old, and we had such a good time talking about makeup and about our countries and about the community, about 60andMe, and we were selecting things that would work for me. And what was so fun was that she was, obviously quite a young woman, but she was super interested and curious, why an older woman would be wanting to use their makeup or even be still interested in makeup. It was quite a fun conversation. But we had a good time, and I selected a few items that I'd like to share with you. I didn't buy everything in their range. They sell nail polish and all kinds of other accessories too. But I chose some items that I think worked for me and also might be of interest to you. They're kind of a comparison, really, for some of the things that you might see every day in your drugstore or in your shop. So Lindex, the company, very reputable company. They have the products are cruelty-free, so they do very, they just do discipline in making sure the products are well made, and they are affordable. I would say that they're on that same level of a drugstore brand that you might find in the States, or something that's under $7 or $8 per item. Foundation, I think, was around 12. So it's that kind of range that you would expect. So hope that you like this demonstration. Now I'm just going to pull my hair back a little bit here to show you what I've got to work with. So now, I always, first of all, start with a bit of sunscreen and also my Catrice Prime and Fine. It's my go-to primer. I actually have already put a little bit on earlier, but I'll just show you. It's like a white color. You sort of put it on all over your face, and just to kind of dab it on. I don't use very much because this particular foundation is actually liquid, and so it's actually quite, quite fine. So easy to apply. So there we go. There's my Prime and Fine, and now we're ready to get started. So I'm going to use a foundation. They didn't have a tremendous amount of variety, but I chose one called Honey Beige, which is a little darker than I would have normally used, but I've got a bit of a tan right now, so it works out to be a good color for me. So I'm going to put some on my wrist here, on my hand here, just to get a handle on it. Not too much, you don't need very much. And I'm going to apply it with my Artiste brush, I call it my toothbrush brush, but it's an oval brush. You've probably all seen these. They're quite fun. And I really like these for this kind of creamy liquid foundation. So I'm going to just dab that on the brush and start applying. And it is actually a very good coverage. It says medium to full, and I think that that's true. I'm going to just start putting it on here without too much refining at the moment. I do have some age spots. I always try to cover up, hide. No surprise, they're there. It's all good. And just put them, hide them for a bit. And I've got little freckles on my nose too, so it just works to get rid of all those kinds of little teeny weeny imperfections. And I use that word in quotes because we're perfect, just the way we are, honestly. Makeup is just to be fun. So there we go. So I'm going to put a little bit more on, and it's actually going on really, I'm not using very much of it, so I don't want to waste it, but okay. So now I'm going to just put a teeny bit on my eyes and also on my forehead. we go. Now I'm doing this, of course, in my phone mirror. So I'm going to look at a real mirror and see what I've done here. Make sure I blended it all in for you. I think that I have. And I use my hands. But this brush, honestly, I bought it in one size, and I use it for several things. I use it for blush as well, but today I'm just going to use it for the mascara, for the foundation. So you can see it's a pretty good coverage. I like it. I actually quite like the shade as well. Now that I look at it compared to my neck and the rest of my body, it's a pretty good good match. Okay, so that's the foundation. Now, I didn't buy blush. I didn't buy any of their blush product. So I'm going to, because they had a powder, but it didn't have the real shade that I liked. So I decided just to use, to show you my NARS Orgasm, which is my favorite go-to blusher. And I use just a very inexpensive little brush set. I'm into colors, so my brushes are all different colors, but they're very reasonable price. I honestly don't spend a lot on brushes. I probably, you know, there's lots of arguments one way or the other about it, but I also apply a lot with my fingers. So anyway, putting some of the blush on. You know, Orgasm, if you're familiar with it, is a kind of peachy color. This is a limited edition powder. I picked it up because of the size. It's really, really cute little size. But I'm just going to put this on my cheeks. And like we've talked about before, you know, just work on that apple of your cheek and bring it back. And on this side too. I think one of the mistakes a lot of older women make is they come a little bit too low with their shadow, with their blush. And so it's better just to keep it right, you know, at this level here, not to go too low or too high. Just find that magic spot in the middle. And so I love Orgasm. It's a very nice peachy pink color, and it works with just about everything. So I'm quite happy. Let me just make sure I've got this the same on both sides. All right, so that's my NARS blush. You really can't go wrong with this blush, honestly. It's totally perfect for anything that you're wearing or any makeup combination. So that's the blush. Now, for eyes. As you know, or if you've been watching my videos, you know that I actually have been using a new product on my eyebrows called Wonder Brow. And I really do love it. It's perfect for my the thickness of my eyebrows and also the shape. I mean, as you can probably see, I've left them completely naked. There's nothing been done on these eyebrows. And my eyebrows are very thin. They're very, well, as someone said before, they're not meant to be twins, they're sisters. And you can see one is a little bit higher than the other. Just generally, they need a little bit of work. And I would normally put Wonder Brow on and take some time to bring this a little bit lower and balance them out. But I'm gonna embrace my imperfections and just use a product from Lindex. Now this is called Eyebrow Gel. There are so many eyebrow products that you really won't have any problem finding something like this, but it's a tiny mascara brush with a piece with gel on the end of it. And I'm going to just try to keep my eyebrows the same, at least the same size. And see how this works. I have tried it, and it is actually pretty good. So let me have a go. Now I'm just going to play here a bit, so just talk amongst yourselves there. Now, the first time I do, I just go over it one time, and you have to, there's a little, I mean, you have to kind of press it out a little bit, and you can see that it's beginning to fill in a little bit. And what I would normally do is bring the gel, the Wonder Brow gel, just down a teeny bit. But I'm going to just try to work this so that it has the same effect. And I think it does okay. I mean, you can see the difference right away between my two eyebrows. Now, the secret, of course, now is going to be to get the other one to look like this one. But I'm going to just try, and I'll get a bit more gel on the brush. It's actually very easy to apply, and I must say that is one advantage to doing it this way. And I'm going to try to do it without my mirror. And we have a lot of conversations about eyebrows. I think that there's so many different challenges that people have with them. You know, they are graying, plenty of those in my eyebrows, gray hair. They're thinning like mine. They've lost their shape. And I think that here the secret is just to try to achieve some fullness and a little bit of shape. And I think that this eyebrow gel does a pretty good job. And also, I use a blonde color normally. It's a little bit darker, but I still think it's okay. I think it works pretty well. So that's the eyebrow gel from Lindex. I like that one. So I'm going to do my eyes, the shadows on my eyes. I'll get rid of this rest of this foundation on my hand. Okay, so I first of all do what I always do with my eyeshadow, which is to put a base of the Ariane Pool Crystal Taupe. I'm going to have to buy a new one soon. This is completely out. But I use Crystal Taupe, which is it's a liquid to matte. It's perfect for a base on your eyelids, and I just apply it with my fingers, and you can see it gives you a little bit of shine, and it sort of calms down when it dries because it dries matte. But honestly, I really, really like this product. I use it all the time. But just put that on as a primer almost on my eyes, and you can see it's almost. You could just wear it like this, and I do sometimes. I just go out with that. But I did try a couple of eyeshadows from Lindex. So I'm going to find my brush. Here we go. Now I bought two. I bought one. They're purpley colors. Now this is so hard to show you because it's hard. You can see that? It's kind of like a very light, in fact it's called Soft Plum. This one's called Soft Plum. And then the other one is called Dusty Mauve. And you can see that a little bit more clearly. But those are the two that I purchased, and they were super reasonable in price. And I'm going to show you just how I would apply them. So the first one, the Soft Plum, I'll just put that on the base or my eyelids. And I'm just using a very simple little eyeshadow brush. And it's quite powdery, so you don't need very much, and you just need to apply it gently. And I don't go up too high because if you've got hooded eyes, which I don't have too bad, but I just try to keep it right on my eyelids, and that usually works pretty well. Except today, I'm going to play with this other darker color, the mauve color, which I really like. In fact, I would wear this even on my eyelids at some points, but I'm just going to take a little bit of it and put it on just a little bit above my eyelid. I'm going to use my mirror here because I want to make sure I do this relatively evenly. And I'm just putting a little bit on the edge. Can you see? And then and above. Not too high, but you can see it's just a little bit of a highlight for it. And I really like that color. It's really pretty. I'm going to do the other eye to match. And let's see if I can do this properly. Okay. I'm just putting a little bit more on the edge and then up above. There. Super hard to do in the phone as I'm recording this, but you get the idea. I'm just trying to create an illusion of light and then a little bit of shadow above with the mauve. And then I would probably just smudge it a little bit with my fingers. Now, while I'm being a little bit over the top here with my eyes today, because I normally wouldn't wear this much on my eyes, I want to share with you another cool product I found on my travels in England. Now, I have probably, like you, tried for a long time to find a nice liner, and I wobble when I put liners on. I'm not very steady-handed. I just don't do liners very well, and I've tried all the tips and tricks that Ariane Pool has taught us, and I love her for that. But I found that the wetter the liner for me, the easier it is to just gently dab it on my eye, not try to do a fancy cat's eye or anything, just to highlight the little bit of the shape of my eye. So I found this product. It's called it's called Stay Perfect Liquid Eyeliner. It's a Boots product, and I honestly really love it. Now I also love the color. It's called Silver Shimmer. Now that sounds like it's going to be way over the top, but it actually isn't. And what it does for me is it just doesn't give me a black line like with eyeliner. It just gives me a teeny little bit of accent, and I think with this purple color eyeshadow it will look kind of nice. So I'm going to try it. Now I'm going to use my mirror because I don't want to smudge. So this is what I would do. I would very, very easily just go along the very, very base of my eye. You can almost see it going onto my eyelashes. And that is all I will do on that side. But already you can see that it does make a difference. And I'll put on the other side as well. Oops, I got my... And I think the fact that I don't really try to create a line, I just almost dab it on my the line above my eye. It works. It really is better. So I'm going to be satisfied with that. I don't want to, if I play with it too much, I'll end up putting too much on, and I really didn't want to do that. So that's my eyes, except for mascara. And I did pick up the Lindex mascara for this purpose. It's got a very interesting little brush. It's a small brush relative to others that I've used, but it's very liquid and it goes on really beautifully. So I'm going to try it just to finish my eyes with some nice mascara. So here we go. And very much like the other one I was using, e.l.f. the other day, I like the shape of it because it's quite small and it doesn't smudge everything. You know, it's really just a way to get to the base of your eyes and eyelashes and just pull it up gently. And same on the other side. Okay. I really like this mascara because of that. Because it's so wet, I can just sort of control it and I can see what it's doing. You may have a preference for a drier product, and that's okay. And it's not particularly a volumizing brush, but it is actually volumizing. I think it adds volume. So, whoops, I got a bit of mascara on my nose there. There we go. Now, I don't normally put it on the bottom, but I'm going to just try a little teeny bit on the bottom because this brush is quite small. I can do that. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so that's that. So what do you think? I mean, I actually think that combination of eyeshadows and mascara was a really nice investment, and I'm going to be happy to keep using that. So that's the mascara from Lindex. They call it volumizing mascara, so it actually, I think, works. Now, in terms of lips, okay, I did not buy the lip liner product that they were selling. It was one of those roll-ups again, and I don't like the roll-up lip liners. I prefer just the ones that are like a pencil. So I'm going to use my Kiko's, my 302, which is my standard, and just put some lip liner on. And as always, I put it a little teeny bit above my lips because as they get a little older, your lips just tend to lose a little bit of the definition, just like your eyes, that you've got to kind of work with a changing face as you get a little older. So I'll put this lip liner on just a bit above my lip. Okay. And then I'll fill it in a bit with the lip pencil. Okay, so that's lips ready for some lipstick. Now, they did have a really, I realized I put a little bit too high there. Just, that's better. So they had a really cool pink lipstick. It was called Truly Pink, and it really was truly pink. Super sunny, fun summer color, and I couldn't resist. So I went ahead and bought it, and I think this is a really fun color. I like it. It's, you know, I normally combine a dark and light lipstick, but this is just perfect as it is. It's called Truly Pink by Lindex. So. It's so vibrant, so bright. I really, really like it. And it's super creamy. It's got kind of a, I don't know what you describe, almost a lip gloss feel to it. But it's a really nice color. And for once, it's got a peachy tone that stays on my lips peach. So peachy pink is my favorite tone of lip colors. And that is it. Now, in terms of the concealer, I forgot to mention that. Again, I didn't see a product in the Lindex line that I really, really liked. So I went back to my Maybelline, which is called Instant Anti-Aging, although we don't use that word on 60andMe, it's more positive aging, but anti-aging eraser eye concealer. And I actually do like this product. It's very much like the Catrice. It's my kind of go-to for concealers. But they've got different colors, and I do have two. I have a light, which is just simply for putting it, you know, where we always put our concealer, just a little bit low on the eye. And do the pat, the Ariane pat. And as I've said, don't use too much of it. You don't really need to, because your eyes are going to wrinkle when you smile anyway. It's just the way it is. But anyway, there's just a little bit. And then I have the other one, the brightener. And I would just play with that a little bit too. I would put the brightener just also on that area. It's a lighter color, but it's got more transparency. So I would put that on And then because I've been working with my eyes a little bit, I'll put some on the underneath my eyes as well. Just gently under the eyebrows. So that's it. I think that works really well. So that is my Lindex look. I think it's pretty cool. I'm really pleased with the quality of the products that I found there, and you know, just the variety of choice. And hopefully it's just the using the different products gives you an idea of what, you know, what other people around the world, other women around the world are wearing. And I hope that it's been useful for you. So we've done foundation, lips, eyes, eyeshadow, eyebrow product, and that's all Lindex. The rest I've sort of mixed in with things I love. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and got some tips that are useful, and I really do look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye-bye for now.